Today on Karamo.
See, like, the door is all kicked open.
The relationship between this father and son turned violent.
Why spray him in the face with mace?
He called me a I'm gay. You call me gay. Don't call me no
He feels disrespected by his dad.
I'm your dad. You're not gonna talk to me like that.
He feels disrespected by his son.
I accepted you from day one.
No, you did
Never
not.
had a problem
no,
with
you
it.
didn't.
Is his dad's girlfriend to blame?
You shouldn't even
It
be
was-
here,
I
honestly.
should be here.
This whole situation is about to explode.
I didn't say anything until he maced me in my eye.
Why was that the word?
Make sure you don't miss what happens. Welcome to the show, friends. Tion and his dad, Raphael, fell out 3 months ago when they got into a verbal altercation, and Tion sprayed his dad in the face with mace. And then, if that wasn't enough, Raphael kicked down Tion's apartment door. And I've got to find out what happened next. Please welcome Tion to the show. Hey, Tion.
How you doing?
Come on, Shoe.
Oh, I tried.
Come on, Shoe. You ain't playing. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good, but Tion, what I just read. So take me back to that night. What happened?
Basically, my dad stays out of town, so he came to my house for the holiday, for the weekend.
Yes.
And I was at a party. Don't get me wrong, I was at a party. It was Halloween, and he needed the key to get in the house. But I told him when he came to get my key, be at home when I get home. My phone was off. I told him I ain't gonna be able to call you when I get home, so can you be home? He wasn't there. I got home at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
I call him, get next to my Wi-Fi, call him. He answered, oh, I'm on my way, I'm sorry. It still took him 45 minutes to get to my house. So I'm standing outside in the hallway drunk. I was lit, I ain't gonna lie, I was lit.
Okay.
So I was ready to lay it down. It was time to lay it down at 3 o'clock in the morning, ain't nothing else to do. So he get off the elevator when he finally arrives 45 minutes later. He ha, keying like it's a joke, and I'm upset now, because I had to wait. So I took off on him, like, why are you so late? Why are you not here with my key when I told you to be here? And he wasn't there, so we got going back and forth or whatever. I said,
But why spray him in the face with mace?
He called me a I'm gay, you call me gay, don't call me no
Got it. So you brought a video here to show me, let me
Yeah.
see the damage that happened that night.
You see, like, the door is all kicked open, the wood. The door is shut, but if you push it hard enough, you can still get in there. So I had to stay home all weekend with my door kicked in, because I had to wait till Monday morning for mechanics to come out and fix my door.
Who kicked this door open?
My dad.
Your dad kicked it?
Yeah.
Okay. And so how did things get that far out of control? Because I hear, like, it's Halloween. I understand how liquor played a piece, and
Yeah.
we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
But you go from him being home, and then all of a sudden you macing him calling you the F word, then him kicking down doors. Something within that is not tracking.
It was an argument. We was arguing in between time, and I told him, since I had to wait to get in my house, you can just leave and you can just get out of my house. I took his bag and his girlfriend's bag, y'all can get out. We had a few words, and then he like, oh, you acting like a blah, blah, blah. He said it twice. So by the second time, I'm ready.
Yeah.
So I maced him. So I
Yeah.
pushed him out. He was on the little threshold, so I pushed him out and shut my door. When I shut my door, he kicked it. So
Yeah.
when he kicked it, I tried to stop it almost so it didn't really fall all the way down, but it still was kicked in.
So that's a lot of strong homophobic language. I want to understand, what was your relationship like before? Did he always exhibit homophobic behavior?
When I first came out, he probably was upset or whatnot, so we didn't talk for a little while, but he came around. And my dad, he turned into be my best friend. Okay. I can call him and say anything, Dad, my boyfriend just cheated on me.
Yeah.
And I can talk to him about stuff like that, but then it was just like, he lived with me at a point in time, lived on my couch, had a whole mattress in my living room at my apartment that he kicked my door in. So it's just like...
So y'all were close?
Yeah, that was
so
my
y'all
best
were
friend.
really best friends?
Out of all my dad's kids, I'm the only one that talked to my dad.
It hurts my heart to know that he didn't exhibit homophobic behavior before,
Right.
that y'all were close and that came out. So what's your relationship like right now?
We haven't communicated since then. I
At
blocked
all?
him. I haven't talked to him. He really didn't have a number for me to call anyway. We communicated on Facebook or whatnot, but I blocked him. I haven't talked to him. And I'm hurt, yeah. I want to talk to my dad. I want to have a good relationship back with my dad again, but it's just, do you still feel that way?
Yeah.
Do you still want to, you going to get drunk and call me that again?
Listen, well, Tion hasn't spoken with his dad, Raphael, since the day they fell out.
after he sprayed his father with mace in the face. And I want to hear what Raphael has to say about his side of the story. So everyone, please welcome Raphael to the show. Hey, Raphael, nice to meet you, sir.
How you doing, Karamo?
I'm good.
I'm good, too.
Welcome to the show. So, there's a lot of tension between you and Tion.
Not really.
Not on your point of view?
He created it all.
Okay.
How did I create it?
That night he was drunk. The Halloween
You wasn't
party.
drunk?
The Halloween party.
You weren't drunk, though?
You want to talk or you want me
Go
to?
ahead, go ahead.
When I got there, I was in the parking lot. He called me. Where you at? I need my key. I got up there. As soon as I got to the top of the steps, he disrespects me.
You got off like it was hunky-dory. Like I just went out there waiting for 45 minutes for you to come let me in my
'Cause you
house. If you
weren't.
was downstairs in the
'Cause
parking
you
lot,
weren't.
it
So
don't
how
take
long
you
were you
40 minutes to
saying he
come
was waiting?
upstairs.
He stays in a high rise, 13 stories.
Take 5
We
minutes to
were
get upstairs.
in the apartment complex parking lot. We rode up the steps, the elevator, got to his apartment.
It don't take
when
45
I
minutes to
when
come
I got there,
upstairs.
he said, "You ain't gonna be doing this, that, and cussed me all the way out.
Yeah. I
I'm
don't
your
have to wait on
father,
nobody
and
to
I
get in my
said,
house.
I'm your dad. You're not gonna talk to me like that. First off,
He feels disrespected by his son.
I accepted you from day one.
No, you did
Never
not.
had a problem
no,
with
you
it.
Didn't.
Is his dad's girlfriend to blame?
You shouldn't even be
was-
here,
I
honestly.
should be here.
This whole situation is about to explode.
I didn't say anything until he maced me in my eye.
Why was that the word? Make sure you don't miss what happens.
My dad stays out of town, so he came to my house for the weekend.
Yes.
And I was at a party, and he needed the key to get in the house. But I told him when he came to get my key, be at home when I get home. He wasn't there. I got home at 3 o'clock in the morning. He get off the elevator when he finally arrives 45 minutes later, like it's a joke, and I'm upset now.
But why spray him in the face with mace?
He called me a
There's a lot of tension between you and Tion.
He created it all. As soon as I got to the top of the steps, he said, "You ain't gonna be doing this, that, and cussed me all the way out.
Yeah. I
I'm
don't
your
have to wait on
father,
nobody
and
to
I
get in my
said,
house.
I'm your dad. You're not gonna talk to me like that. First off. So I'm about to go. I'm leaving.
Why did I
I'm
mace
on my
you,
way
though?
out the door. And who sprayed me with mace on the way out the door?
But what did you call
Did
me?
you spray me on my way out the door?
You said you acted
Did-
like the finger up in my face and all that.
After you maced me in my eye, yes.
Boy, I maced you.
did
You
that.
said I've been maced before by the police. This ain't and you kicked my
I
door
said
in.
that too. Yes.
You kicked my door in. I
Yes,
remember
I
it.
kicked the door too.
So from your recollection, you're saying that
Not
he-
recollection. He was the drunk one.
Yeah, but you were.
He was drunk.
But you were intoxicated as well.
No. How does he know what I was doing when I wasn't with him?
Yes. Okay.
It don't matter. You were drunk.
It does matter. You were
and
drunk.
it still took you 45 minutes to get in my house.
Okay.
To get to
well,
my house.
Well, let's back
Karamo,
it.
what you got?
So you're acknowledging that after he maced you, that you did say.
Yes,
the F word.
and I told him, and I looked him dead in his eyes. I said, I would never say this to you, and I love the heck out of you. I would never do this.
But you did acknowledge you did say it.
Yes, I
Okay.
did. Like I said, I would never
You got
say
maced
this. I
before
would.
you said it. I wouldn't
I've
have
never
I wouldn't-
called him
after he
nothing
said it,
out of-
I mean, I would have never just maced him because he just.
Okay.
Boy, come on.
When you
now.
came out, who threw you a party?
It don't matter.
Me.
When I came out, we were not
I
just
was
the closest.
Yes, we
it took you
were.
a while to come around, Dad. It took you a while.
Tion, you talked to me in the car. You sat there and said,
Dad,
I'm
when
coming
I
out.
came
And I said, I don't care.
It took
I
you
love
a
you.
while to come around.
Now you're lying.
No, I'm not.
I accepted you from day one.
No, you did
Never
not.
had a problem
No, you
with it.
didn't.
When you sat and told
When you
me that.
came around, we was close.
What did me and TT
Good
and everybody
friends.
say? Everybody said we
almost
been
best
new.
friends. It don't matter. It's
We
different
been
if you
new.
been new and then when somebody come out and say it.
And I accept you.
Like, what do you mean?
And I accept you. I love you,
So Raphael,
regardless.
do you feel like Tion is the reason that there's a problem in your relationship?
He is a spoiled kid.
I'm the only kid on my mom's
He's
side.
the only
I
kid
don't
on his mom's
care.
side. He's spoiled. Now he's grown, and we're not doing nothing for him no more. Now nobody likes him, loves him.
Said what?
That's it. You grown now.
Well, Tion feels like it's your fault for what happened that evening.
Okay, so so what was my fault?
You took forever to come to my house.
So
to let
that
me
means you
in.
maced your dad because he took 20 minutes.
Boy, I maced you because you called me.
Anybody out here
You
maced
called
their
me out
dad
my
within
name.
20
You
minutes late?
disrespected me. That's a derogatory
Who
word.
does that?
So you don't say nothing like
And
that
I didn't
to me.
disrespect you until
did.
you maced me.
Okay.
So why was
Period.
it important for you to bring your father here?
Because I just feel like it needs to be reconciled. It's not. My feelings is still hurt, to be honest.
I don't care about him right now because you maced me.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't care either. So obviously, there's no reason we should be here if he don't care.
Y'all both do care, but I understand that you're talking from hurt right now, and also the miscommunication will make you say things that you really don't mean in the moment. And I believe that's also a symptom of what happened that night. Before we get into that, Raphael's girlfriend, Talicia,
And what she got to say?
was here and was an eyewitness to everything that happened between Tion and his dad that night. So please welcome Talicia to the show.
First of all, Tion, you're lying.
Don't come out here
It
acting-
wasn't no 45 minutes. We was in the parking lot.
It took y'all
We was in
too
the parking
long to come
lot.
upstairs to my
Too
house.
long.
If y'all in the parking
We
lot,
was
it
in-
takes
he
you
said
too
too
long
long.
to come upstairs.
We was sitting in the car.
It don't
listening
matter.
to music.
Lisa, take
It's
a seat.
ready upstairs.
It
Come
wasn't
listen to music
45
upstairs.
minutes.
Come listen
It was
upstairs.
not
There's music
45
upstairs.
minutes.
And then you shouldn't even
It
be
was-
here,
I
honestly.
should be here.
For what?
I was there that
For
night.
what?
Okay.
We slept in the car together because you kicked us out.
Yeah.
And it wasn't 45
Yeah, I had to
minutes.
sleep in the car that night and
22
everything.
minutes.
10, 22
We gotta
long.
get up
See?
to that.
It don't matter.
Now,
It
see,
don't
now,
matter.
see how the story
It don't
changed.
matter.
It don't
Now see how the
matter.
story changed from
It
10 to
don't.
20 to 20, 40.
I
Y'all
get it, I
said
get it.
that.
We gotta
You
use
said
this
shit
shit
20
upstairs,
minutes.
Tion.
Hey,
You said 20.
hold
You
on.
said
And when we got
10.
the elevator,
Hey,
you
they're
already had
recording.
attitude. I
So
saw everything that happened.
Talisa, so you saw everything that happened. I
Yes.
want to know, outside of the time frame it took for you all to get upstairs, what happened between the mace and your boyfriend saying the F word? Please tell me that timeline.
Well, he was being disrespectful, first and foremost. When we got in the house, he was like, y'all can get out my house. Y'all can get out my house.
And y'all did.
Y'all was arguing.
Right.
So
I
that's
stood
where I
by the
wanna know.
elevator.
That's
You
what I
reached
know.
your hand out the door.
'Cause he
Everything's
called me
amazing.
No, I didn't. Son, I would never do that. I told you I love the heck out you. I'd never do that.
You said it.
Talisa, were you shocked at what happened that night?
Absolutely shocked. Who messes their dad?
On the way out the door.
Hold on. Before we go down that path.
On the way out the
Before we go down that
door.
path- Before we go down that path again, was there unhealthy communication like this prior?
No. They was
Never.
cool.
We like this.
Like two peas
That's
in
what
a
I'm
pod.
saying.
So you've never seen them ever argue like this, ever
Not
have
like
any
this,
interactions?
no.
Okay then.
No, they had a little back and forth.
His
Not
drunk
like that,
Halloween
not to
night,
this
that's
extreme.
what it
So
is.
I'm gonna ask you, were you two intoxicated that night as well?
I had been drinking, yes.
Was he?
Was he drinking?
Yeah, he drinks.
Right.
Was he drinking that night?
Yes.
Everybody was drunk.
Okay. So y'all were all drinking that night?
Yes.
I'm not gonna call you drunk. Your
do-
truth is
but-
your truth, but y'all were all drinking that night.
We all were drinking.
It don't matter when you drink, you're not gonna mace your daddy. I didn't say anything until he maced me in my eye.
Why was that the word?
This whole situation is about to explode.
This is where I get upset. Because you're not trying. That
Right.
you can play the victim somewhere else, but you
I'm
can't
not the
play with
victim
someone who
nowhere.
understands how to play
I
language.
don't wanna be
and
the victim.
understands communication.
Make sure you don't miss what happens.
What happened? Please tell me that timeline.
Well, he was being disrespectful, first and foremost. When we got in the house, he was like, y'all can get out my house. Y'all can get out my house.
And y'all did.
You
I
reached
know.
your hand out the door.
'Cause he
Everything's
called me a
amazing.
No, I didn't.
Were you two intoxicated that night as well?
I had been drinking, yes.
Was he?
Was he drinking?
Yeah, he drinks.
Right.
Was he drinking that night?
Yes.
Everybody was drunk.
Okay. So y'all were all drinking that night.
Yes.
It don't matter when you drink, you're not gonna mace your daddy.
What happened when you and Raphael left?
He was maced, so he couldn't see. I'm not from Akron, I'm from Columbus, so I don't know my way around. We slept in our car. Thanks, Tion.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
And he ain't sorry. You see the
You ain't
attitude he
sorry.
got?
See, you still got
You
attitude.
see the boisterous attitude he got?
How you want to reconcile,
He don't
but you
care.
still acting like
I
this?
want to reconcile, but my whole thing
Reconcile
is
that.
you shouldn't even be here, honestly, because this is between
She
me
was
and my
there.
dad.
You
a liar.
It don't matter.
She was
It
there.
don't
Why
matter.
would
I
you?
shouldn't be
don't
here,
matter.
but I was there that night.
It don't matter.
Well, join us right now from the audience is Tion and Raphael's cousin, Latia.
The one
who
that wasn't there?
Who
Yeah,
says this
yeah.
chaos has divided their entire family. Please
Yeah, the
welcome
one
Latia
that
to the
wasn't
show.
there that night. Let's hear from her.
How did you find out what happened?
Let's hear from the one that wasn't there that
Well,
night.
Tion called me after the incident happened and basically told me everything that happened. And then my uncle called me the next day. And, you know, I'm trying to be like a support system to both of them. So I kind of feel like I'm stuck in the middle of it, you know, between Tion and my uncle.
So what is the family saying about all this?
Basically, it's just like turmoil, you know, because it's like, you know, Tion's over here, my uncle's over here. We can't really come together as a family because, you know, we don't want to just kind of like rock the boat like for holidays. If Tion's coming, then, you know, my uncle doesn't want to come. So
What do you think is going on actually here?
I think that Tion does have a little bit of resentment, you know, built up resentment in past trauma, you know, because he does feel like, well, my dad really wasn't there for me, and now he wants to show up for me now, so.
My producers reached out to Tion's mother, and she declined to come on the show.
Yeah, I wonder why.
I wonder
She
why.
said to tell y'all
She's
she
a
in
hoe.
Tokyo, by the
She
way.
is.
She didn't want to be embarrassed by the
She didn't want to get embarrassed on TV, that's all.
Because this is a
I
spoiled
don't
child.
talk to neither one of my parents.
He's a diva.
It's been years, and
He's
it
a
don't matter if I'm a
diva, and he
diva or
just
a
wants to
bad bitch. It
stand
don't
out.
matter. Treat your child with respect and
Father
love me.
with respect.
Treat your parents with respect.
Boy, respect is a two-way street. You just not gonna get respect because you my parents. I don't care who you is.
So,
Did you hear that?
for you,
Did you hear that?
Talisa, I appreciate you
mean, you
being
gotta
here.
make
Give me
sense.
some point. Would you mind leaving the stage?
Sure, absolutely.
Thank you.
You gotta make some sense when you're talking.
So for me, because I'm taking notes on what's going on here, there's a lot of pain that's going on here. And the pain has started from you, from when you were younger and were rejected.
It's been a long while. My pain.
Hold on, I want you to
He's
say
never been
this.
rejected. Nah,
I didn't say from you. Hold on.
Oh,
hold on,
okay.
hold
I
on.
was about to say he's
Let me-
never been rejected.
Let me get to this. Your experience and his experience are always going to be different. And for him, his experience gets to be his truth. It doesn't mean that it's your truth, but we have to acknowledge when someone else and how they feel in their truth.
I understand that, but
And
I had
so-
to live with him since he was this big. I had to
I didn't say
defend. I had to
rejected from
defend
you.
it. I've been defending this boy his whole life.
I understand, but even though you might feel like you're in his corner,
I know my son's truth. I had to deal with that. I had to deal with my friends talking about why your son over there dancing and playing with the girl. I had to deal with that. I had to cuss people out.
I understand.
I had to dang near fight my friends.
I understand.
Taking up for my son that I love.
I understand.
Truly.
What I'm acknowledging and talking about right now is his truth.
Let's hear his.
That's what it is.
Okay.
So, when you were younger, you said that people rejected you.
Not necessarily people rejected me. I don't ever feel like I was rejected.
What happened?
It just
What
was
happened
like,
with your family when you came out?
when I came out, my mom put me out. I didn't have nowhere
That's
to
called
go.
rejection.
I was living with Latia, sleeping on her floor, until 2018 when I got my own place, and I didn't look back since. And I don't.
And so what did other family members do? Did anybody else other than Latia reach out to you?
I mean, a couple did here and there, but.
But no one else did?
No.
So you felt rejected?
Yeah, basically, almost a little bit.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like I really don't care for it. My attitude, I have an I don't care attitude. So I don't
know,
care
but
if you don't
but
care,
let
if
me
you
tell
don't
something.
reject, like,
So let me tell you something. That attitude and that anger
it's gonna hurt me in the end, I know.
comes from that place of being rejected. So when people say, I don't care, it's because at the end of the day,
I do care, but
you
it's
do care.
just-
So then sit in that vulnerability right there. Stay in that vulnerability.
It's hard.
I know it is. So that's why, even though y'all have had a great relationship, him saying the F word, whether it was before you maced him or after, that's not my care right now. My care is that re-triggered those feelings of now the one person I thought in my corner is going to reject me.
Yeah. I don't tolerate disrespect. I
know you
care.
don't, because that's the guard, that's the wall. That's why he said it's hard to be vulnerable, because anytime you've been vulnerable, that leaves you open for hurt.
Yeah.
So can you acknowledge, just before, I'm gonna get to what he did to you. So don't think that I'm over here as one-sided.
I'm listening to everything.
I know you said you protected your son, you tried to be there for you. But for people who have been hurt and rejected, when someone you trust and love says something that is like, it makes you think, has that always been in there?
Right.
Has it always
And
been
that-
something you want
right.
to say?
And vice versa.
No, we
If-
can't go vice versa yet.
we
Just
can't,
stick with
because
me, please.
if
Stick with me. I
if you
promise
disrespect
I
your parents
promise you,
that much,
I promise
then that means you never respected me from the start.
Sir, I promise you, I'm going to acknowledge what you went through and been through. I'm asking you, can you understand how the rejection he experienced in the moment as a child has made him feel when you said that word, that it makes him think like, am I about to be rejected by the person I thought loved me?
I don't care about that night because he maced his father. First off, I don't care because I wouldn't have never said anything. I didn't say anything until he maced me in my eye.
Why was that the word that you felt that you needed to use?
Because he was so
when you-
disrespectful and macing his parent.
You want to
for
hurt
no
him.
reason.
You want to hurt him.
You hurt me for no reason.
Okay, so let me tell you something, because as a father right now, my sons have done things to hurt me. But I have to acknowledge that even though they've hurt me,
Do they have to respect you?
my children,
Yes.
when I give them respect, yes.
Respect is two. It goes
it's
two
two
ways.
ways.
So before that
Two
night, I
ways.
never
It's
respected
two
you?
ways.
It
I
doesn't-
never said
so,
you didn't.
So he has
goes two
acknowledged.
ways.
He has acknowledged
So
that
why
you were
disrespect
good.
me that night? Because I'm 40 minutes late with a key. Who makes
Raphael,
their parent?
Raphael, I'm gonna ask you something.
Makes no sense.
Raphael, I'm gonna ask you something. Do you want to salvage the relationship with your son?
No, I'm good. He got about another year before he good with me.
I asked you, and you said no 4 times.
Yeah, 5 now.
This whole situation is about to explode. This is where I get upset, because you're not trying. That
Right.
you can play the victim somewhere else, but
I'm
you
not
can't
the
play with
victim
someone who
nowhere.
understands how to play
I
language.
don't wanna be
and
the victim.
understands communication. Make sure you don't miss what happens.
You are the five.
Get off my stage! When you said that word, that it makes him think like, am I about to be rejected by the person I thought loved me?
I don't care because I wouldn't have never said anything. I didn't say anything until he maced me in my eye.
Raphael, I'm asking you something. Do you want to salvage the relationship with your son?
No, I'm good. He got about another year before he good with me.
So you don't want
Anything.
to salvage the relationship
No, I'm
with your
good.
son?
I didn't
fine.
mess up.
Like,
You did mess up.
You
did.
right, I was 10 minutes late.
No, because you called your son out of his name.
Yes, after he disrespected his father.
It don't matter if he was 5, 10, or 20 minutes late. I still shouldn't have to wait for my kid to get in my own house.
I ain't never grew up where you
It
could
don't matter.
disrespect your parents
It don't
and
matter.
get
That's
away
my
with
house.
it.
I don't have
No
to wait
one
for you
said
to
he
get in
was
my
gonna get
house.
away
What do
with
you
it.
I
mean?
ain't never grew up where you could disrespect your parents.
Well,
Your son called the show to
new day
repair
and age.
your relationship.
I've never been anywhere where you could
Your
disrespect your
son
parents.
called the show to repair this relationship. I'm gonna ask you one more time.
he already said no. It's okay.
Good.
It's
He
okay.
know me.
He already don't talk to none of his kids anyway, so that's why he really don't care.
You want me to call him right now?
Cause you got their number now.
What hurts me about
Now
this?
I got their number.
What hurts me about this is because you keep saying that we had the best relationship and all this, and I've seen this a lot on this show. There's something about this arrogance of men that we get into. I've seen this many times where we sit in front of our hurting children, and all of a sudden it's like, I'm gonna show you, and say, you know what? I don't care either.
It's not even a man. It's a
No, it is a man
it's
thing.
a principle thing in
No, it
life.
is not.
You mess up in school. You mess up at work. There's consequences. You're not gonna disrespect your parent
I
and
understand
come
you were
back the next
disrespected,
day and
and
be
I-
like, everything cool.
If you trust the process and understand what I'm about, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna see your side. I'm gonna help you to be acknowledged and feel seen. But it is a process that must happen. And you've deterred the process when you said, I don't care about repairing this relationship. I'm gonna ask you please one more time.
He already said no, Karamo. It's okay.
No, because
It's
I don't
all right.
believe in that.
It's
I've
all
seen this a
right.
million one times where I've had men on this show that after they get off this show, they call back and they're saying, I'm sorry, I wish I would listen. I don't want that to happen here. Please, I'm gonna ask you again, do you want to repair the relationship with your son?
Yeah, well, he can become a respectful son like any other
The answer
son.
is just stick with yes.
That's it. No, it's no
Just
yes or
stick-
no.
just-
No, it's
a
no yes or no.
Because I'm going to acknowledge.
Well,
I'm
no.
going to acknowledge.
Well, no, I don't. I'm sitting here trying with him, and I love him.
You're not trying, sir.
I love him.
You're not trying.
I've done
no,
everything.
sir,
I've done
no.
everything.
Because
I've
this
done
is
everything with him.
this is where
Everything.
again, and people who have come to this show many times have watched this show.
Well-
This is where I get upset because you're not trying.
You right.
You're not trying
You right.
at all.
And
You're
I ain't
not
never
trying.
been there for him. He don't know me
No
at
one
all.
said that.
You right.
You can play the victim somewhere else, but you
I'm
can't
not the
play with
victim
someone who
nowhere.
understands how to play
I
language.
don't wanna be the
and understands
victim.
communication.
I don't
And no
wanna
one
be the
has
victim.
said that you did not
I don't
be there
wanna
for
be the
him.
victim, and I'm
You
not
are.
playing the victim.
You are playing the victim in
No.
this moment. What I asked you was if you want to repair the relationship with your son, and you said no 4 times.
Yeah, 5 now.
Don't make me done. I don't
5
care
now.
5 times. That.
5 now.
Thank you for being on my show. I
Thank
appreciate
you,
it,
sir.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna talk to your son.
Okay.
He don't care, and I don't care. He don't care, I don't care. And I'm trying not to get emotional, but
No, you can be emotional here because I'm sorry. Because I watched what you experienced. And I also understand why you are angry. Because this is deeper than this show.
yeah, it is.
What do you need to heal in this moment?
Honestly, he don't care, so I don't care.
Can I encourage you to say this? Just for yourself? Don't say that no more, that I don't care. It's okay that you care. We all witnessed the hurt. We all witnessed it. And no one is going to sit here and be like, you're wrong for wanting to get some respect. So you don't have to say, I don't care. We know you care. We know you care.
Because I do.
And we care
but
too.
I really don't. And like, in the inside I care, but in the outside I don't. Like, I gotta.
Well, that's the wall. That's the wall. That's the wall. That's the man that's learned how to protect the kid. That's what that is. And so you do care. And I'm sorry that your father wasn't able to step up in this moment. I'll go talk to him. But if I feel like it's not there, what will happen to this relationship? I'm nervous because this is more than a TV show for me.
if he's gonna get hurt again.
But I mean, I'm hurt just like he hurt. We both hurt. That's the thing. We
Understand
both
that.
hurt.
Do you know how to stop doing that so that if you get hurt again, you don't do that to him again? So you don't want
Anything.
to salvage the relationship
Nah,
with your son?
You're not gonna disrespect your parent
I
and
understand
come
you were
back the next day
disrespected,
and
and
be
I-
like, everything cool.
I'm gonna ask you please one more time.
He already said no, Karamo. It's okay.
No, because
It's
I don't
all right.
believe in that. What I asked you was if you wanted to repair the relationship with your son, and you said no 4 times.
Yeah, 5 now.
Thank you for being on my show. I'll go talk to him. But if I feel like it's not there, I just... Sir, you heard me. I was trying with you.
And I'm hurt, just like he hurt.
I know, but I also told you that, sir.
I know,
I told you I was going to acknowledge
But
your
I'm saying,
pain.
I know I hurt him. I know I hurt him. Because I told him I would never do that to you. I would kill a brick for him.
But you...
I love him. I would never go there with
But
him.
let me tell you why I
love
didn't
that
bring you
dude.
back out. Because even though you say I would never hurt you, you just re-triggered him by 5 times. You felt confident in saying 5 times, I'm telling you.
I mean,
No,
I-
you see
I
how the language and the
understand-
actions
I understand everything you said, but I mean, I'm hurt just like he hurt. We both hurt. That's the thing. We
understand
both
that,
hurt.
Sir, you put your wall up and didn't allow the process to happen.
I did.
And then by doing that, now I'm nervous because this is more than a TV show for me.
Mm-hmm.
If he's gonna get hurt again, and I don't want him to get hurt, just like I want to
I don't never
acknowledge
want
you.
him to be hurt. Like never. Like
So then why would you say 5 times I don't want a relationship?
because I'm so hurt. Because we both were just so hurt
that's-
that night.
but
Just,
you
that,
did-
just,
but
it
you- so
it
let
hurt
me-
me. We both hurt each other too much that night.
I give you something?
That night we hurt each other too much.
Can I give you something? As a father, and I say this to you as a father who's been in your position, my sons have disrespected me, and they have hurt my feelings. And in that moment, I want to cuss them out. I want to say all type of things, and I have to step back and I have to say, you know what? I brought you into this world. It is not your job to understand how to navigate your language and how to navigate your actions. It's my job to teach you. And so for
And
you,
it's also his job to follow what I'm teaching you.
what about the actions you did today by telling him, no, I don't care, 5 times?
Because I'm still hurt. Because like I said, that's my best.
But-
That's my
but-
best
but
friend.
See, this what gets
He ain't
me.
got no friend.
So what
I ain't-
happens?
that's
What
my
happens?
best
What
friend.
happens if you get hurt again? That's the question. What happens if
We
you get
shouldn't
hurt?
have to go
because
there.
But you got hurt now. Now I'm seeing pattern, and see,
Mm-hmm.
for me, it's about pattern behavior. That's what I do. So you were hurt once. You called him the F word.
But we
you were
friends.
hurt today.
I said I'm not forgiving him. I didn't say
No,
I didn't care.
It wasn't forgiveness that I asked
I didn't say
for.
I don't care.
I asked you,
I
do you
love-
want
I
a
love him to
relationship?
death.
And you said I don't. You said I don't want a
I
relationship.
said I don't want to rekindle right now. He can come back like
You didn't
6
say right now.
months.
You said I don't want.
I said
it
just
right
like a
now.
job, work, anything. When you mess up,
Nonetheless, what is the pattern?
me getting hurt and then hurting him.
Great. Hold on. Stop right there. Stop right there.
I know all that.
Do you know how to stop doing that so that if you get hurt again in the future, you don't do that to him again?
We sit down and we talk.
Okay. So in the moment, because listen, he has a lot of pain from his childhood. Might not be directly with you. Could be from other families. That's what I was trying to get to.
Yeah.
When he's hurt, his anger comes out because his anger is his shield. His anger is his shield to say, don't come for me. You're not going to come for me. I'm going to protect myself. He's protecting the child in him that he felt wasn't
I
protected.
understand that.
So when a child is trying to protect themselves, you have to figure out how to disengage. So if you feel hurt again, what are the action steps you can take?
Like I said, we could sit down and.
Nope, not sit down, because all you're gonna do is cuss at each other. I've watched it.
Well,
I'm trying to teach you right now. You walk away.
This is the only time, like any situation he's ever had. Like I don't know what he's talking about when he came out and all that. I sat there with him. I don't care about none
Now
of that.
here's the next point.
I don't care about none of
Now
that.
here's the next
you
point.
my dude. Let's
Now
go.
here's the next point. You gotta stop.
And-
you gotta stop saying that his truth is not his truth. You can't say, well, this is what I did. This is what I did. You gotta acknowledge his truth.
And we gotta acknowledge each other's truth.
But again, sir, the process is as the father, the child, you acknowledge what they go through first, and then after that, the second step is now let's talk about how we can communicate better. That's the
That's
process
where we
of
sit down and
parents.
talk. That's what I said. We need to sit down and talk as man. That's where we sit down
But
and
it can't
talk.
come out as, well, you hurt, I'm hurt. It has to be, let's heal you first, son. Then we can come to me. Is there any way this relationship can be healed? I'm scared about putting him in crossfire again.
It's too much.
Plus. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Do you remember this story?
Fat shaming. You should be ashamed to be fat.
Today he's returned.
After that show, I was upset.
It's an update you don't want to miss.
You are the five.
Get off my stage.
You gotta stop saying that his truth is not his truth. You can't say, well, this is what I did, this is what I did. You gotta acknowledge his truth.
And we gotta acknowledge these others' truth.
But it can't come out as, well, you hurt, I'm hurt. It has to be, let's heal you first, son. Then we can come to me. So y'all need to know that when I worked in social services, I worked primarily with LGBT youth between the ages of 12 and 21 years old. And I understand the damage, especially for an LGBT youth, when you have a parent that's rejecting you and the rejection continues through your life and how it causes anger issues, trust issues, walls going up. And so for me professionally and just personally, I would never re-trigger someone for a television show. And y'all, anybody who's been in this audience knows me, but this ain't for TV for me. I actually come out here because I want to help people. And so I'm scared about putting him in crossfire again.
It's too much.
It
I
is.
may be grown, but I got feelings and I want to communicate with my parents and have a good relationship with my parents.
You want to come down here and be with your cousin? Where's she at? You want to come down here? Because he needs somebody around him who has been there for him. Has she been there for you?
Yeah, like I said, when I first got put out, when I came out, I was at her house. Whether it was on the floor, on the bed.
What do you see about what you just saw here?
I do feel like Tion puts up a wall.
He does.
And I feel like it's a lot of trauma for him, and he just tries to block it out.
He does.
And then
We
I
witnessed
also,
it.
yes,
We
and I
witnessed it.
also feel like my uncle does the same thing.
Oh,
And it's kind of like,
But the problem is that he's the father. This is the son. And as a father with a son, I understand when your son does something that hurts you, you have to model the behavior.
right.
You have to model the behavior.
And that's
it's
why
very
I'm always
easy for
caught in the
men
middle.
I get it.
Because there's no, he doesn't care, and he just wants to do what he wants to do. So there's no
But he does
compromising.
care. We've now heard that.
A little bit.
Now,
not too
Tion,
much.
Tion, I will tell you this, and this, we would have gotten to this later, but your father didn't allow us to get there. I do believe you do need to apologize for sparing him.
I planned on it. I really did plan on it. I came here to reconcile, to get it over. Like, you would have helped that. That's why I called and I came here. I don't know. They weird. I got some weird parents.
You got parents who have had their own pain and trauma, and they're trying to communicate the best they know how. I'm not gonna call your parents weird. I know that sometimes we feel our pain from it, and so the thing is especially for your dad. I don't know your mom. He has been there for you. Y'all were best friends, which is what kills me because
And he said no. I came out here to apologize for macing you, and I wanted you to apologize for calling me out my name. Obviously, that's not gonna happen. So I should have just stayed at home.
I'm sorry that we couldn't get to a resolution here. I
It's
really
all
am.
right.
I really am.
I thought we could. That's why I came to the show.
I know you're hurt. If you really want to establish a relationship with your father, you got to find a better way to be vulnerable with him other than through anger. You deserve to have your feelings acknowledged.
You don't
You have been
understand that.
rejected from a child, and you did not deserve that. The thing that I can only leave with you is I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too.
You know what? Do you remember this story?
Fat shaming. You should be ashamed to be fat.
Why is it a problem for women to celebrate their curves?
Y'all want to join different movements instead of joining the gym. It's the truth.
Today he's returned.
After that show, I was upset.
It's an update you don't want to miss. Now we're going to keep things rolling. Do you remember my past guests, Chantel and Christian? Well, they both appeared on my body positivity show. Chantel reached out for my help confronting her ex-friend Christian because she was fed up with his fat-shaming rants on Facebook, which was a deal breaker that ended their friendship. Take a look at this.
Ooh, hot girl summer. No, fat girl, you look stank. You worried about putting makeup on your face. You need to be worried about getting that fat off your body.
I saw that video, and the only words that came to my mind was disgusting. Why do you believe that women who are the size that Chantel is should be fat shamed?
It's almost like y'all want to join different movements instead of joining the gym. It's the truth.
But why is the obese crowd that you're attacking, why are we the issue?
Because you're unhealthy.
Just because you're a small frame does not mean you're healthy.
There's some people right now that do agree with me. They're sitting beside someone that's probably an upright hog, and they don't really want to say nothing. They don't want to say nothing. They probably breathe.
Hold on. Do you say upright what?
Hog. That's how you look.
If I called your daughter an upright hog, how would you feel?
She just be an upright hog. It is what it is.
Absolutely
Sometimes
not.
you gotta embrace the truth.
Absolutely
For real.
not.
For real.
No, I have a daughter. Why would I want anybody to speak
okay,
on
so
her
if this
like
is body
that?
positivity, are you teaching the positivity to your daughter? Does that mean you give your daughter honey buns in the morning? Is that body positivity? Just be fat? I gotta be your friend. I gotta tell you the truth.
Body positivity is loving yourself where you are in life. If you do not like about yourself, you
No,
take
it's
the
not.
steps.
Okay, no, it's not.
Well, I'm gonna cut this real quick because
ain't.
what I want y'all to know, and I want everyone at home to know this as well, no woman should ever have to debate a man over her body. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this conversation right now.
Thank you.
That clip went viral with over 20 million views on social media. I know, right? And after the show, Christian reached out to my producer and he said, quote unquote, I watched the show and I really listened to what Karamo was saying. And then he realized, and these are his words, that Karamo was right. Now listen. He was just showing me the reflection of my true self, is what he said, which I appreciate him understanding. That's all I was trying to do. Christian is back today and officially has apologized to Chantel for his fat-shaming ways, which I love. Please welcome Christian and Chantel back to the show.
Hey guys.
Well, Christian, I gotta, first of all, I couldn't say it that day because you came out here and you was acting a fool, but you look great. You do look good, brother. Chantel, it is good to see you, my supermodel sister.
Everything, yes. Thanks for having me.
Yes, you know, Chantel, you know, after the show, I fell in love with you and was posting. You're trying to post you as much as I could with your with the Instagram and stuff. It was a big move to bring Christian on the show and confront him about his behavior. What did it do for you in your life in that moment?
It kind of took a heavy weight of not only for myself, but for other plus size women who weren't able to say that to people they had that issue with. So I think I wasn't only speaking for myself, I was speaking for other plus size women who don't have the stance to say what they want to say. So not only was I speaking to Christian, and I'm glad it got through to him, I was speaking to everybody who has an issue with anybody who has body positivity issues, whether it be small, whether it be big, on, you know, any level. So yeah.
And what kind of responses have you received?
Oh, it was amazing. I've had women cry, you know, DMs. My DMs are still flooded with, you know, positive comments. I've had different celebrities even share, you know, the story. So like you said, 20 million views, it went amazing. I felt good. I did feel bad for Christian because of the backlash that he did receive. I did, because nobody deserves that. But for him to understand that his wrongdoing in it and want to be better and change, that's the part that matters the most to me.
So, Chantel, what did this experience teach you?
It taught me that my platform and what I do on social media means a lot to not only me, but other women who look like me. And even that outside of women who don't look like me, skinnier women who have body issues that you probably would never imagine. So just knowing that I'm on the right path to inspire so many women, not only women, men, people are being inspired by my story. People are being inspired what I stand for, and I love it. Thank you.
So listen, Christian, I heard you were feeling some type of way about me after that show, which no shock, I did read you. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. After that show, I was upset initially, but I'm at this age now. I had to sit back and think. I said, you know what?
Yes.
When I look back at the clip, I said, I actually need to thank this gentleman because he actually made me look at myself in the mirror and see certain things that I really didn't see. And put things in perspective, like I should have early on.
Well,
so I want to thank you for that.
All right, Christian, is there something you'd like to say to Chantel before I let you go?
Yeah, Chantel, I love you. You're my friend. You've always been my friend. I love the skin that you're in. I want to support you at whatever stage that you're at, whatever stage the women that support you are at. I do feel like you have opened some things up for me. Just made my perception a little different as it relates to how I view women, and particularly Black women, sisters, because I was raised by a Black woman. I'm married to a Black woman. I don't ever want sisters or any woman to feel as though I'm disrespecting them. So I really want to apologize to you. I want our friendship back.
Chantel, do you accept
I
this apology?
do. I'm always looking to move forward with everybody, and he sounds genuine, and I am willing to take the next step where we can come together and move forward and help more women.
Good job. Well, listen, I just love the growth. I love the growth. I
Yes.
love the growth. And this is what the Karamo Show is all about. We talking about
Thank you.
breakthroughs. I got a really good feeling about this, y'all. And I know y'all are going to be all right. Trust me, I know y'all going to be all right.
We love you,
Thank you.
Karamo.
Yes.
Thank you, bro.
I love
Thank
you both
you,
as
Karamo.
well. I'm so
Love
happy
you,
for
bro.
you all.
Real talk.
This is the progress I like to see.
Yes.
You all right, bro.
Everyone at home, thank you so much for being with us. Come back next time, friends, so we can keep talking and growing. I love you all so much.